President Obama is in his home state of Hawaii this morning. He is scheduled to attend a fundraiser later today. Now, yesterday, he wrapped an economic summit with leaders of the Asia-Pacific nations. CBS News senior White House correspondent Bill Plante is traveling with the president. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Betty. This summit meeting was about opening up freer trade among the Asia-Pacific nations, and there was some success on that score. But the president had less success persuading the leaders of Russia and China to increase sanctions on Iran. But in a news conference on Sunday, he pushed back against Mitt Romney's suggestion in Saturday's debate that if he's reelected, Iran will then have a nuclear weapon.
Is this an easy issue? No. Anybody who claims it is either politicking or doesn't know what they're talking about. But I think not only the world, but the Iranian regime understands very clearly how determined we are to prevent not only a nuclear Iran, but also a nuclear arms race in the region.
Despite saying that he won't make a practice of commenting on what's said in Republican primary debates, the president did respond to the endorsement by Michelle Bachmann and Herman Cain of the interrogation tactic of waterboarding.
Let me just say this, they're wrong. Waterboarding is torture. It's contrary to America's traditions. It's contrary to our ideals. That's not who we are. That's not how we operate. We don't need it in order to prosecute the war on terrorism. And we did the right thing by ending that practice.
Mr. Obama lamented the lack of progress by the Congressional Supercommittee in agreeing on $1.2 trillion in budget savings.
It feels as if people continue to try to stick with their rigid positions rather than solve the problem.
But the president did say that he hopes that the Congressional Supercommittee will bite the bullet and do what needs to be done. Of course, he's also getting heat from Republicans on Capitol Hill for being out of the country as the deadline for that supercommittee draws near. Betty?
And Bill, I understand there was one tradition missing from this year's summit. Explain that.
Yeah, well, you know, in the past at these summits, they always used to put on native garb. They put on funny shirts or whatever. So you would think naturally they'd put on Hawaiian shirts here. Well, they gave each of the leaders a Hawaiian shirt, but you didn't see what you saw in the Bush years. I think you're seeing those pictures now of various shirts that they're decked out in. I think the president felt, A, that this was not a time for this kind of frivolity, difficult times everywhere, and B, I think they didn't like looking funny in those shirts.
I think you look pretty good in a Hawaiian shirt, Bill. Maybe next time we talk to you. All right, Bill Plante in Honolulu, thank you.